Hello everyone, this is Supriya Attepalli, and this video is for the submission of shame attack as a part of my REBT counseling course. So I'm attacking the shame of me feeling that I am dark. I am now 46-year-old and this feeling has been constant since I remember. I don't even know when it started, where it started exactly. Maybe it started with my birth. Maybe when I was born. I don't know if they were looking for a boy exactly because I already had a son. Maybe they just took me in their arms and decided, okay, बहुत ज़्यादा खा लिए. Oh my God, I'll have to start saving more money for her now. And maybe few relatives came and told, मूर्ति साहब अब आपको ज़्यादा पैसे इकट्ठा करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि लड़की है ऊपर से काली है और ऊपर से कुछ ज़्यादा ही काली है. So I grew up listening to a lot of phrases around darkness. I'll share some funny, now funny when I'm looking at it. At that point of time, it was very painful also. I remember playing with few girls, and one of the aunties had called her daughter and told something. So this girl was asking for tea. So auntie said, chai piyogi na, kali ho jaogi. And I was standing right next to her thinking, मैंने कितनी कप चाय पी है इतनी तो मैंने नहीं पी मेरी माँ ने पिया होगा पता नहीं कितना पिया कि मैं ऐसे रंग में पैदा हुई. I also remember during my growing up years, there was this auntie, I was probably around 13 or 14 years, and a fair girl was sitting next to me, a beautiful girl. I have no clue why this woman was, profusely saying, you have a very beautiful daughter, this, without realizing that me and another girl were sitting there who were dark. Today, we are very conscious of these facts, but that was probably not an era where people were not even aware or conscious of what to speak and how to speak, or when to stop at least. I remember feeling very bad inside after that incident and not even looking at my mom, and she was also not looking at me. So, there is this lovely campaign of Fair and Lovely which promises you to make you a little gory at least than what you are. And I believed that campaign very badly. So much so that one fine day I asked God, मैंने तो उसको इतने अच्छे से इस्तेमाल किया मैं गोरी क्यों नहीं हुई टीवी के कमर्शियल में तो वो इतनी गोरी हो जाती है. And somewhere this enlightenment sound came, I heard in fact, सुप्रिया बच्चा फेयर एंड लवली से आज तो कोई गोरी नहीं हुई है. And it sort of crushed my dream of being a gory girl. Now sounds funny. So in southern states, especially in certain communities where dark is more prevalent, this fair and lovely is a good. I'm sure all the amdani used to come from us. But after that incident, I stopped totally, unconditionally. Also, the compliments, kabhi kabhi milte the compliments, which used to be like, Supriya, you're dark, but you have beautiful eyes. Supriya, you have a nice smile, but you're dark. You're dark, but your face is photogenic. And I would be wondering when these few words will change or shift. Obviously, they will not, right? थोड़े और बड़े हुए, थोड़े और जवान हुए. अब शादी की उम्र है, सो लड़का ढूंढा जा रहा है. And the funny part was, now it's funny, of course, and it was pretty painful to listen to these comments. Now we have this shadi.com, etc., etc., where you like send your profiles and all. So we used to have brokers at those times. So they would come and tell my dad, आपकी लड़की अगर गोरी होती हमने लाइन लगवानी थी. And we would be wondering, all those phrases we were listening to. क्योंकि लड़की काली है दहेज ज़्यादा देना पड़ेगा लड़की गोरी होती तो कॉम्प्रोमाइज लड़का कर लेता है. So this very strange call had come from someone to my dad about inquiring about me. And they told, if the girl is dark, so we will not compromise on the dowry. If the girl is gory, we will compromise. पता नहीं पापा को क्या चढ़ी थी. He invited them. And he was my first suitor, imagine. And I was like, why? We don't know actually whether the boy was a, Kala or Gor. So now they arrived, and he arrived with his Mosi and Mosa, in fact. The moment the Mosi saw my face, her whole face had gone ashen. I still remember it very clearly. But this boy, was a Gora Chitta handsome, was so happy to look at me. And I'm like, itna kya khush ho raha hai bhai? What's happening? I'm a dark girl, you're a Gora fellow. Why are you looking so happy looking at me? Strange enough, he said yes for the second meeting, where families come together for further discussions. We don't know what happened and all, and somehow it didn't take forward. Trust me, I was the happiest person. I mentally rejected that fellow because he was a Gora. Nothing more than that, or nothing less than that. I was very clear I don't want a Gora man in my life. Thankfully, my husband is a dark, and I wanted a dark man. I didn't want the burden of being a dulhan of a Gora boy, where probably the Bharati would come and tell me, पता नहीं इसको क्या हो गया, काली लड़की से शादी की, गोरी लड़कियां मिली नहीं क्या इसको. And imagine the burden of having chunnus and munnus who are of my color. फिर तो शामत है, सारी उम्र ये सुनना पड़ता मुझे. I was very clear, I don't want a Gora person in my life. Now the problem is, my chunnus and munnus, now they are coming and asking me, like Krishna asked Yashoda. यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला. I always grew up believing Mills and Boons. I read so many Mills and Boons books that I always thought that for a man, even if he's a dark, handsome, tall, is good enough, any woman he can have. It is a problem of only women. Now I had no way of explaining that to my kids who were still bachas. So I took the opportunity of Krishna, only to know that Krishna's color has always been manipulated as blue and not black. I tried to give all the examples I knew, how successful they were, where color is not important. But I was not true to me. How could I tell them? Right? And unknowingly, I was sort of negating the fact that they were feeling about their color. And I was linking it to being successful. I'm hoping this video will change something more in me, which will translate to my kids too. Um, yeah, so these were some points which I wanted to share. But now, since I'm a therapist and an eternal optimist, when I started looking at these point of views, I realized there were some advantages of Gori too. I'll share some funny advantages with you. Since I've been brought up in North, as my dad was a army officer, and we were traveling across India, so my color is little rarity. So I'm always recognized. Even today, where I stay in Mumbai, I go to any workshop. 50 लड़कियां होंगी या लड़के होंगे. I see 25 smiles next time I go at least. I only know 2-3 out of them. So I realized that my color, मेरी पहचान, मेरा रंग मेरी पहचान. Tagline, wow. And one more was I listened to my husband's friends saying, मतलब पूरी जो घर वाले हैं वो बेचारे दुख में हैं कि लड़की काली हुई है. And this fellow was like, yeah, चल छोड़ना, लड़के कम पीछे पड़ेंगे. I was like, what a way to be happy, man. So few more incidents which I had, but I think it will be too long. It's already 9 minutes past, almost 10 minutes. So I'm hoping a lot of things have changed in me and in a humorous way for every one of you. So it's important for me to embrace my color with the dignity it deserves. For me, it's a vehicle I am born with. I know that, but there's a feeling which still there. I'm hoping that feeling will change totally with this. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe there'll be another video over that. In fact, the highest paid models, many of them are dark. Who knows, after this video, I might get some assignments. Maybe not to that level, kuch to milega. Of course, again, the another shame attack which might come as, releasing fats from the body here and there. So thank you for watching if you have patiently watched my 10 minutes of video. Thank you. Love you.